Well, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Hope you've enjoyed your weekend around the world. We are maxing out on our call this evening, not only in the webinar, but those of you that are calling online. What an outstanding week we've had. Certainly, as a reminder, at the conclusion of each and every call, you do have the opportunity to listen to the replay in its entirety. We are recording this call live. We are simulcasting this call, and we are underway. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to bring to the microphone someone that's becoming very familiar to each and every one of you. Kathy, I know you're out there with your ears on. How about it, Kathy? Over to you.
Well, hello there, JP. I'm doing great, and it's good to be back on this Tuesday night. I'm sure everybody had a fabulous weekend, and they're ready to rock and roll. And I hear from JP that we are maxing out the lines. Well, guys, I got to tell you, you've done a splendid job of doing it. When I said make hay while the sun's shining, I didn't think you'd plow the whole field. I mean, do you guys realize that as of this week, we went over, I think, can't be actually sure, but I believe over 200,000 people, and we haven't even launched yet. Can you imagine that for a moment? We're going to talk about the comp plan tonight. But just imagine those numbers and know we haven't even launched the company yet. Just think what we can do once we roll out the products, we roll out the membership, and we begin to rock and roll. We're going to explode. And you guys, you're here at the beginning. So hold on to your hat, because not often do you get to be at a company that has this many people in it worldwide before they launch, and you're actually on the phone tonight. You are here before the company launches. Now, before I go into the comp plan, though, I have to take you back to not last week, but the week before, when the owner, Scott Evans, was on the phone, and he promised everybody, he says, guys, it's not going to be months now before we launch. It's going to be weeks. And for those of you that are counting, like me, that was 2 weeks ago. So while I'm not here to announce that we're launching at midnight tonight, what I can tell you is this. I have been authorized to tell you guys that there is one rip-roaring major announcement that's going to be happening in the very near future. So you do not want to miss a call, and you want to be in your back office. And now, as always, what I remind people of, this is the easiest it's ever going to be. Everybody's getting in it free. You guys have done a phenomenal job, though, of going out and sharing this story with over 200,000 people worldwide. But within the next week, just imagine exponentially if we just all get out there and continue to do what we're doing currently, how many people we'll have on the day of launch. So, guys, don't miss a call. Now is the time to make sure you have everything set up, that you know how to log into your back office, that you know how to click on the calls, because there is a major announcement coming in the very near future. Okay, that's my commercial, guys. Let's get into the comp plan. Some of you on the phone tonight, you have been around for a month, 2 months, and you've heard an overview of the comp plan. You've actually been on webinars, and you've seen it played out in PowerPoint presentations, and you have a very good handle on it. For those of you, this is just going to be a review. Then there's some people, guys, we've grown in such a huge way just in this last week. There are some people on this call that don't even know what the comp plan is. And so this is going to serve as a review, but also it's going to serve as encouragement for you to go out and continue to build the expectation in your team. Remember, I told you last week, this is the time right now for you to be teaching and training and building the expectation in your team, making sure that they have e-wallets set up, making sure they know how to log into their back office, making sure that they're ready and they know what the different memberships are. Now is the time to teach and train, because we're getting ready to rock and roll. And so what sets us apart in the industry? Well, you have the hottest compensation plan on the planet, but you also have the most unique patent-pending compensation plan on the market. Now, I know a lot of companies, they throw around patent pending. This is patent pending, and this is unique. Let's talk about Spinfinity and Infinity. Then I'm going to talk to you about the bonus pools in terms of how do they ignite Spinfinity and Infinity. Spinfinity is a unique compensation plan that pays every 3 days, 10 days a month. So when you take a look at getting into a business, what we were looking at today, one of the things that's unique. Now, I always tell you guys, everybody is at a different economical place when they start. And so there's so many levels of membership. Nobody has to feel the pressure. Nobody has to fear that they don't have enough money to get into this business. You know me, I focus on platinum, but that's just me. And I'll go out and teach and train platinum. But did you know that if you got in for a $10 membership that you could earn a check in 3 days in Spinfinity? And then you can earn another check and another check and another check with just a $10 membership. You don't see that a lot in the industry. I've got to tell you, in fact, I don't think I've seen that in the industry, particularly that you get paid 3 days, 10 times a month, and you can actually qualify for it for as little as $10. As you guys know, the memberships go anywhere from $10 to $25, $50, $75, and $100. And so all those different levels feed into Spinfinity. Okay, now what gets put into that particular compensation plan? We have over 200,000 people. All the memberships go into Spinfinity and Infinity. All the products that are sold go into Spinfinity and Infinity. And what I like to say about Spinfinity is that it just spins around, spins around, spins around, and throws money into people's bank accounts. So how do the bonus pools affect Spinfinity? I'm not going to go in tonight in terms of how to become a star leader. I'm just going to tell you, find out from your upline, find out from the person that got you on this phone tonight, what's a star leader and how do I do that? Because there's 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star. And in Spinfinity, you get to grab a greater portion, a greater percentage of the money at every star level you go to. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, up to 5 times your money in Spinfinity, just because you've moved through the ranks, you've helped people reach their goals, and as a result of it, you became a star leader, and then as you advance, you're just continuing to teach and train your team. You're helping your team make money, and before you know it, you're a 2-star leader. Well, you've just doubled and tripled your income in Spinfinity. So, guys, there's a little money or a lot of money in Spinfinity. It pays every 3 days, 10 times a month. Let's talk about Infinity. Well, Infinity is a 3x10 matrix, and it does what it says. You have portions of it that actually pay to Infinity. And what goes into that? The memberships go into that. The products that go into that. When you look at the revenue that is going to flow in this business with the different products that are being rolled out, this company, as you've heard me say, is focusing on products to roll out where people live. In other words, products that people want, people need, and then they're at a price point where people don't hesitate to actually buy them. Because, you know, you can have something that you want, something that you need, but you look at the price tag and you go, oh, gosh, I need that, I want that, but I can't afford it. Those are not the type of products that GlobalOne is going to be rolling out. They're going to be very price conscious. They're going to be products that we want, and they're going to be products that we need. Now imagine there's over 200,000 people, and we're growing strong. Just think about how much money can flow through a 3x10 matrix. But now what's unique about Infinity? It expands, and it gets bigger. Every single time you hit a star leadership, you actually get another coded leg. What a coded leg is you actually match every single person down that leg to Infinity. Okay, now I'm not going to go into the details of the comp plan, and I'm not going to really get into the nuts and bolts and tell you what I just said. Just suffice it to say, guys, that's a lot of money right there when you can match absolutely everybody down a leg with a matching bonus. That's huge money. And so what you've done is you've taken a 3x10 matrix. The reason why people love, compensation plans like Spinfinity and Infinity, guys, if you've just gotten into this business and you don't really know how to grow a large team, but you're willing to show up, you're willing to be trained, and then you're willing to go out and go to work, you can start making money with very little effort and very little money. I love that about this compensation plan. And then as you grow, you actually get paid more. And then as you do more, you get paid more. And as you teach more, you get paid even more. For the bigger leaders, though, on the phone, focus on Infinity. Infinity is the sleeping giant. When you can literally build that, help your team build, but then you reach 1 star, you expand. 2 star, you expand again. 3 star, you expand again. Picture for a moment the big leaders on this phone, 5 legs still, and you're matching every single person in all those 5 legs. Count the money there. This is the sleeping giant. Now, in terms of the bonus pools, there are a plethora of bonus pools. I guess I love that word. We got those in products. We got those in bonus pools. There's a tremendous amount of revenue that flows through this company, a tremendous amount of revenue that is going to flow through this company worldwide. It's going to pour into Spinfinity. It's going to pour into Infinity. It's going to pour into the Global Bonus Pool, and it's going to pour into 5 different star leader bonus pools. So when you do that and you see this compensation plan, now add to it the matching bonuses that go on in this compensation plan. So guys, whether you have not been in this industry before, whether you just got into this industry, or whether you have built a huge leg, compensation plan before, it doesn't matter. You can start at any level membership. You can progress at your rate in which you grow. All you have to do is stay consistent and persistent, plug into the training, make sure your team understands what to do in terms of conference calls to get on, how do they log into their back office, how do they understand to read their compensation structure and the people that are in their group, and then plug into the conference calls. If your leader is having a training or a webinar, make sure you're on it. But when you recruit now for this coming week, what I want you to do is go out and put on the gas on the pedal, because something major is coming around the corner, and something major is going to happen in the very, very near future. And so, JP, that's my short and brief overview. Back to you.
Well, thanks, Kath. I was taking copious notes as you were talking, and I had to quickly flip my microphone on. Folks, you heard it live. I mean, Kathy is laying it out for you, the course that we are running. And as she indicated, it's time to put that pedal to the metal. Products people want and people need. huge announcement coming up. You don't want to miss it. Folks, the time is now.